Sup, it's the True Floater, and I'm doing a review on Mafex the Batman. You can see the box back there. Actually gonna try and show it off. Oh, let's see if I can move him back. Yeah, there we go. He's about to fall over. I'll just move him. Got the side view. There we go. That's one way to do it. Forgot what. Yeah, number 188. Wow, they've been making a lot of figures. Put them back up here. Alright, quick little overview of how I feel about this figure, then we'll go more detail after. This is probably one of my favorite figures I've gotten in 2023. This may be my favorite Mafex figure I've gotten in 2023. Maybe. We'll see after I put out my top 10 video. Hopefully I get this review out and a couple more reviews out after this. I want to get at least 3 different reviews out before I put out my top 10 video at the end of December. But you know, this is a really good figure. A lot of good stuff. The aesthetics, the cape comes with a lot of accessories, so there's a lot of good things to talk about. So, going on to the next segment, we're going to talk about the aesthetics of the figure. Though, I won't talk too much about it. As you can see, the suit's pretty accurate to the movie. I even put up some pictures, putting the figure next to the movie. I already don't know what to say. Like, it's a very accurate sculpt. It's not too skinny as well. The ASA's Figure Arts one, which I wasn't the biggest fan of. I felt like there were certain proportions in the legs and arms where it was a little too skinny. It's not too skinny on this guy. This is just about right. It's just about stocky enough. His height's not too bad either. You already probably seen in the next segment. I'll actually show the height. But I will show a couple more pictures of probably going through this, pictures of the head sculpts he comes with, and generally they are really nice head sculpts. I think out of the 3 figures of this version of Batman we've gotten, this definitely has the best head sculpts. Not too surprising that SA's Figure Arts one. I mean, well, it's not surprising that SA's Figure Arts is worse. When it comes to real life head sculpts, they've always struggled. But Mafex knocked it out of the park with these head sculpts, the Bruce Wayne head sculpts. They look good. What else? Oh yeah, I remember. I don't quite like the fact that you have to spend another $70 to $90 on a kit to improve that SH Figure Arts Batman just to get a better head sculpt and a nice cape. You're basically spending $140 to $160 on that one figure alone just to make it decent. Yeah, I have to agree. This is probably the best you can figure out of the 3 companies: SH Figure Arts, Mezco, and Mafex. Oh yeah, and Todd McFarlane. I shouldn't even be talking about them. It's pretty obvious that Mafex is better. Though, is SH Figure Arts better? That's the question. That is a good question. Now Mezco, I still don't believe they put theirs out yet. I haven't seen any reviews, at least. So I don't know. Maybe saying Mafex is better than a Mezco version is going a bit too far. We ain't really seen it yet. That could be really good though. From what I saw, it looks about the same actually with the face sculpts. Could be a little better, could be a little worse, but I'm gonna say Mafex will still probably win that, even when you get the in-hand images. But yeah, I mean, here y'all go. I mean, I'm going through the pictures. Off to the next segment. Alright, let's get on with the accessories. I'm gonna try to go through this quick. So here's all the head sculpts he comes with. He has a normal head sculpt with him with that mask off. You could put this on a bodysuit or a normal casual dress figure if you have any around. Just plop his head on. One with him, you know, about to suit up and they'll do vengeance. One with the cowl on, with him being mad and angry and constipated. That's 3 extra heads that come with this figure. Then you have the hands. You can't see it, it's in the dark, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, It's nothing you've never seen before. A lot of grabbing hands. He has fist hands. He has open hands. He has more grabbing hands for certain different accessories. He comes with 8 extra pairs of hands. 8. That's a lot of hands. And then you have the accessories. He has a flare, a batarang. He has a grappling hook. He has a holster, which he has 2 of these. One is on the figure right now, but I'll consider the holster on the figure that normal. That's not extra. This is. He has an empty one, so when he's holding this, you switch this out and put the empty one on there. And he has one with the gun in there. He has an extra chest plate to create the effect when he's taking out the batarang out of his chest. The flare, like, there's some accessories they didn't have to do, but they did. He has these batarang, these gauntlets, which the effect he comes with 2 grappling hooks. These grappling hooks right here, these small ones that come out of the wrist actually. So to recreate that effect, you switch them out with one that doesn't have the grappling hook on the bottom to make it look like he's holding it, which is movie accurate. They didn't have to do that. And he comes with an empty cowl that you can just have him hold. So yeah, he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 extra accessories, 8 extra hands, and 3 extra heads. They could have given us maybe 1 more head, but honestly, I'm not going to even complain. I like all the heads. I can't think of any other accessories they could have put with this figure for real. They gave us everything we wanted and more, so really happy about that. Alright, so my final overall thoughts on this figure. There's a lot of good things about this figure. I forgot to talk about it earlier, but the cape as well, glad I'm mentioning it now. This is one of my favorite capes I've seen on a figure ever. It's extremely posable. It's not too rough. It doesn't, the bendy wires don't break too easily. A lot of times, sometimes the bendy wires feel a little brittle, but they've pretty much stayed strong with me, and they're still staying strong. So I love that. I love the leather look on the cape. So I just want to talk about that. It's one of the best capes I've seen on a figure that I've owned personally. The aesthetics on this Batman figure, obviously in normal Mafex fashion, is really good. The details are great. It's extremely movie accurate, unless I'm missing a couple details, but they got almost everything right. I love the head sculpts. The accessories, we get a lot of accessories. Dare I say we get a little bit more than usual from Mafex on these accessories. I guess you don't count the spider figures in their webs, but the fact that they gave us a flare, they gave us some extra pieces from the movie, like extra gauntlets and an extra chest piece, something they didn't really have to do is with some of these accessories. An extra holster. It's really, really cool, really good. And they gave us a bunch of hands, which is expected. I don't feel like I got cheapened on my purchase. I got all the accessories I feel like we deserved and needed. Only problems I have with this figure are some of the QC issues, and even then the QC issues I showed y'all earlier are very solvable and don't really affect the figure in almost any way. The only problem is probably the thigh swivel. It is ugly. It's ugly, and it's weird that they did that because they've had figures with better thigh swivels. They know how to do it. I'm surprised they weren't able to do it on this guy, but like that's probably the only 2 negatives I can think. I'm even pretty happy with the articulation. I already knew for a figure like this with a very bulky and a design with a lot of edges to it, the articulation was going to be a little limited. I think almost every figure we've seen of this guy, SH Figure Arts included, and McFarlane's, if you want to count that, and I guess Mezco. We don't know about Mezco though. I don't think they've put out theirs out yet, so we'll find out how much articulation that one has. They've been improving the articulation on their figures for the last couple of years now, but it's about as you would expect, maybe better than the others. So I was getting caught off guard. I was able to get some pretty good poses out of this guy. If I had to rate this from 1 to 10, I think I give it an 8.5. An 8.5. I won't give it a. I want to give it a 10 out of 10 because it's one of my favorite movie suits. Yeah, I know, crazy, but it is. It's just, it's different, but it still feels like Batman. It feels like it's a very cool, serious take on the Batman suit. If it was even somehow more realistic, and I don't mind that sometimes. Sometimes I don't mind that. Yeah, 8.5. And it goes down to 8.5 because, again, because of that thigh swivel. That thigh swivel is ugly, but it's not enough. It's not ugly enough to ruin everything else that this figure comes with. This figure comes with a lot of good things, and I'd be damned if one thing ruins the whole figure for me. It's a really good figure. Again, love that cape. If they had fixed that thigh swivel, even the QC issues is probably why I went down to 8.5. And I'm not even really affected by the QC issues I have of this figure. Maybe I got lucky on mine. I don't know about others, but yeah. That being said, man, if y'all ever have the chance to get this, if you guys see this in a store, pick it up, man. Pick it up. It's definitely the best Batman figure we have of this guy out of all the other companies, in my opinion. There may be one a little better, but yeah, this is definitely a top 10 figure for me. Whenever I put that video, do not be surprised when you see him in the video. He's gonna be in my top 10 for sure. But yeah, so yeah.